Lance Corporal Michael Adams carries the physical and emotional scars of his time in Iraq as a Marine. He also has a child with special needs, all of which is taken into account when Lifetime Television chose this Orlando family to be featured on their Military Makeover miniseries. Co-host Art Edmonds joins me today with more of their story. Good morning, Art. How you doing?
Thank you for having me, and it's a real pleasure to be here. You're doing a great job on the show, by the way.
Well, thank you. We absolutely dream job we have, and I think I can say the same to you because it seems like you have a dream job. You are changing people's lives.
Well, you know, we always like to say it's a small thing that we do, but it impacts the family's lives in such a big way. You know, I mean, we're literally changing their home. They don't recognize it when they get back.
And you know what I think we want to talk about the family first, but what I appreciate about this show is you have to take other things into consideration. I mean, of course, we have the makeover shows that we see on all the networks, but you have to sometimes have wheelchair accessible or people who are visually impaired. Talk about some of the challenges that you do have and how this show is different.
Well, especially on this last makeover for Michael Adams and his family. So he's got his own set of challenges, being injured in Iraq, and he has a daughter with cerebral palsy and various other birth defects. And you know, we decided that with our national sponsors that come in and do a lot of the work on the show, so they did the bathrooms, and they decided, you know, we can't just do one, we have to do two. And they did the child's bathroom to be ADA compliant. So she can wheel in, it's one of those bathtubs that you open the door on the side and she can sit in. So yeah, those types of things really make a huge difference in their everyday life.
And I would say this family is extremely special, as all of your families are. I mean, even down to their service dog that was able to help out. I mean,
yeah, we don't forget anyone on this particular makeover. The service dog, JW, John Wayne, he actually played a role in saving Michael's life. Michael got up one night and had a mini stroke in his kitchen. And his wife was asleep, the daughter was asleep, and the dog woke up his wife. And had she not been woken up and, you know, gotten emergency services there, who knows what would have happened. So.
Wow. Did you do anything special for the dog?
We did. We did.
Yeah?
Yeah. Canine Advantix came in. Bear donated a whole bunch of supplies, and a local pet store in Orlando gave him, you know, basically a year's worth of services, you know, and materials. So.
Wonderful. Well, of course, we're talking about the wonderful families that you help. We also need to talk about your co-host.
Oh, gosh.
The one and only
Everybody wants to know about Gunny.
I mean, we got to break it down. He's so respected in the military community.
He is.
To be able to have him as a co-host, that must just change the dynamic when you show up to these houses.
Well, you know, we're sort of like the modern-day odd couple. Obviously, Gunny is the military guy. I am not a military person at all. I'm more the TV guy, host that coordinates all of the vendors and gets things moving. So Gunny, in his inimitable style, is always, you know, barking orders at me, a la Full Metal Jacket and that sort of character that he is. And that's not made up. He's really that way. And basically, I'm there as his do boy, but I always end up sort of saving him in the end.
Interesting. That's so fun. Well, you can see the dynamic and how much the dynamic kind of transcends through the screen and how much fun you're having. What else is it about this show that keeps bringing not only he back, but you back as well?
Well, you know, it's, listen, it's one thing to work on television. It's another thing to be able to do something that's good. So obviously it's a job for us, but it's also it's great to see the family at the end when they come pulling up in the motorcade that, you know, is provided to them. The local fire department and police department, and a lot of times the mayor of the city is out there, and all of their friends and neighbors lining the street, and to see them get out and their reaction is priceless. So we do this in real time over a week, and we break up each makeover into 3 or 4 episodes over the 5 days that we're there. And at the end, you legitimately, the paint's still wet, and, you know, we're still cleaning things, and they're bringing the family in.
Well, I'll say again, the family is from Orlando, so please tell us when people can see these episodes.
Military Makeover airs nationally on Lifetime. You can check your local listings, and we air very early in the morning. You know how the morning shows are. So I recommend DVRing it, but check your local listings, and it does air nationally on Lifetime.
That's great. Well, thank you so much. Please come back. Please be a friend of the Morning Blend. I know you're right here in the Tampa Bay area.
Yes, I'm a Tampa local guy. I always say I live here, but I work everywhere else, and congratulations to you and Walter.
Well, thank you. We are excited. Thanks again for your time today.